Hey guys, David here, and I'm just gonna, before I turn the camera on myself, I'm just gonna give you a view as I'm walking down to a point where we're gonna sit and I can talk a little more about this. And that's Jamel there in front, our German Shepherd friend, here on Finca Philadelphia. So the topic of this video is get your ass out into nature. Get your ass out into nature more often, even if you don't live in the country. Just a quick background, we're on a finca, which is a country home and a farm just outside of Cali, Colombia, where I'm living. And we'll see it probably later on or in another video. We have some organic farming going on here. And sorry, I'm gonna have to hold the camera, so it might seem a little strange. But we have some organic farming. And aside from that, there's a lot of fruits growing here as well, including some exotic tropical fruits that you won't find in other places. And it's just really, as you can see, it's incredibly lush and green, and there's a river. In fact, you probably have a hard time hearing me because of the sound of the river, which is constant. It's just a constant presence here. So why this topic? Why get your ass out into nature more often? Look, when you live in the city, like I like to say, like the city is kind of like a vampire. The city takes a lot of energy, and it's okay, because in our best spiritual form, if you will, in our best shape, we're kind of fountains of energy. So we're putting out a lot of energy. So you're always going to have enough if you manage your energy well. But sometimes, or often, it's great to get a little bit of a recharge and to have the environment be kind of nurturing instead of just wanting, give me. I'm just going to turn the camera here for a second. So look at that, it's the River Melendez, which is one of the 7 rivers in the Cali area, very important. And here the water is still pretty pure before it gets contaminated. So the idea is, look, I'm going to put my camera over here so it doesn't fall down the chasm. So it's really important, because the natural world is a more, it's just that, it's a more natural connection to our reality. And also it's a great teacher. From working here on the farm, and I only come up usually once a week, so it's not a very heavy commitment. Could be more, actually. I'm working on that. But it's a great teacher for everything. And then what happens is, like, when I go back into the city to work on my urban projects, I'm just fully charged up. I'm like ready to rock and roll. I have it on, Nothing can stop me. And I never feel bored. I never feel lonely. I never feel upset. I mean, of course I do, but it's not like a frequent occurrence. It's an occasional thing, or if I get a little sick in the stomach from eating something or whatever, it happens. But like in general, I have a lot more energy and a lot of vitality just from that recharge of spending time here. And all the things that I learn and just the interaction, it's a little slower. It's a little slower. Let's just take a look at this path here. Walking down. There's a little swimming hole coming up a bit. Well, we're not going to go swimming now, but I want to give you some views here. And so the idea is that, sorry, I haven't done a lot of these videos, so I might sound like I'm rambling a little bit. That's okay. It's just to get my thoughts out. But look at that. We go swimming there all the time. But the idea is there's kind of a complex simplicity, if you will, of the nature. This complex simplicity that, I mean, it's complex because you can see there's a lot of detail and a lot of context and texture and sensations and feelings and aromas. So it's complex, but it's simple in that it's the way it works. It's very simple. Like, you need water. You can grow things with water and sunlight, some nutrients from the earth. You have a process there. you eat them, you feel good. Like you eat things that are natural. You spend time, like we hang out with Jamel here, who likes to play a lot, you know, or with our friends, maybe a couple of friends. You get a lot more time for yourself. Like in the city, it's very hard for me to like walk around like this and just nobody's bothering me. But here, you can do it. So there's a lot of benefits. So get your ass out into nature. Spend more time. Like try to, I would say, like if you're a heavy urban dweller, like the best way to think about it is try to. It's gonna give you some more views here rather than seeing my face all the time. Try to make it like a weekly commitment to get out there. Now what we're doing here is we're taking it a level further because we're doing organic farming, and for me that's really important. It's really important to be learning, and I'm just learning now. It's a very new process. My friends here on the farm, they already have a lot of stuff just growing where I'm just getting started with mine. But it's like a deeper level of commitment. Like I'm not only going to spend time in nature, but I'm going to interact with nature. I'm going to learn how to live naturally, like a natural human being in this land, using the resources wisely. But just spending time, you already gets you on that path. The city is kind of a, you know, I wouldn't say it's a fake reality, but it's just a different synthetic reality. It's not the same as the natural world. And so things can just be a lot easier because you just go to the supermarket and buy whatever you want, you know, assuming that you trust the supermarket. But in nature, you know, it's harder. You have to grow your own shit, but then you feel better because A, you're eating from your own efforts, and B, you have more control over the natural, like the organic nature of it, not using synthetic pesticides, and not introducing other things like that. So it's to take a lot more responsibility, but then you get a lot more reward from that. So get your ass out into nature.